Right now on Good Morning Northwest, new details this morning on what led to a White Swan High School to go on lockdown, plus how authorities caught a suspect. And it's been a busy start to the wildfire season as fire crews in Umatilla County battle another brush fire, with how long it took for them to knock it down. And a much anticipated event in Walla Walla kicks off this weekend. We've got details on the Walla Walla Balloon Stampede. And meteorologist Tiffany Savona has your full forecast. Get ready, it's going to be a hot one. Good Morning Northwest starts right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good Morning Northwest on your side.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining us for Good Morning Northwest. I'm Jessica Jalal. The time is 5 a.m. on Friday, May 10th. We made it to Friday. Let's check in now on your forecast with meteorologist Tiffany Savona. Tiffany, Mother's Day weekend is looking to be very, very hot. What else can we be expecting?
Yes, we're talking about 90s as we head into the weekend, feeling more like summer here across the Columbia Basin, and we are expecting cool down after that, so heating up just in time for the holiday. Right now we're taking a live look out of our studio camera in Kennewick. You can see the official sunrise there on the left hand side of your screen. 5:29 just before 5:30 this morning. Sunset at 8:18. Now our temperatures are a little bit warmer than where we were just 24 hours ago. We're in the upper 40s, lower 50s, no 30s on the map, which is nice to see. 47 Tri-Cities, 52 Walla Walla, 52 at Hanford, 51 Connell, and 45 degrees in Yakima. So here's what to expect today. Wall-to-wall sunshine once again. It will be a little bit warmer compared to what we saw yesterday. 86 for a high temperature in the Yakima Valley. Tri-Cities, upper 70s by lunchtime. Maybe a good idea to take a walk during your lunch break today, or maybe eat outside. 88 degrees for your high temperature. It's going to be a warm one, but humidity will stay on the low side. Walla Walla temperatures finally making it into the lower 80s after seeing highs in the upper 70s yesterday. So we'll have an even more detailed look at your Mother's Day forecast, and we're expecting a geomagnetic storm to potentially give us a view of the northern lights. We'll let you know when, coming up in a bit. Jessica, back to you.
Thank you, Tiffany. And starting off with information on the police situation that led to a lockdown of White Swan High School yesterday morning. According to the Yakima County Sheriff's Office, it started when a Wapato officer confronted a man driving a stolen car. The officer says the man smashed into the patrol car and then took off. Officers and deputies with the sheriff's office found the abandoned car in White Swan, so they contacted the high school nearby and it was put into lockdown. K-9 Simcoe was then called in, and the search for the suspect was short-lived, according to authorities, and they say Simcoe caught up with the man and he was arrested. Over to Milton Freewater now, where a motorcyclist was left with severe injuries after a police pursuit. According to the Milton Freewater Police Department, officers began chasing a motorcyclist after reports of him having a gun. Authorities say 26-year-old Mauricio James crashed his motorcycle after a short chase through Milton Freewater, reaching speeds of up to 80 miles per hour. Officers say they tended to his leg injuries at the scene and he was taken to the hospital. His current condition is not yet known. Authorities say they found a gun near the crash site. And a man was arrested in Findlay after authorities say he was making threats to hurt members of his family. Deputies with the Bend County Sheriff's Office responded to a Findlay home. A call for help went out after a man there began making threats towards his family, and authorities say he had been using meth. Deputies say they were able to arrest the man and take him to jail without further problems, and they say they also found meth and a gun. And shortly after that call, BCSO deputies responded to a call in West Richland on reports of a missing toddler. The family of the 2-year-old says they believe she got out the door when nobody was watching and they could not find her. Family and friends began the search alongside authorities, but after an extensive search of the home, they say the toddler was found safe and sound. And a large brush fire in Umatilla County prompted evacuation notices in the area. Fire crews with Umatilla County Fire District 1, Echo Fire Department, Irrigan Fire Department, Pendleton Fire and Ambulance, Boardman Fire Rescue District, and Umatilla Rural Fire Protection District responded to Gear Road just before 3:30 for reports of a brush fire. Homes on Gear Road and West Hensel Road were evacuated, and other nearby areas were put on a notice. Nearly 3 hours later, the fire was under control and people were allowed to return to their homes. Fire officials say the fire burned about 40 acres and the cause is under investigation. In continuing coverage, the U.S. Army has been installing free treatment systems for East Sela residents whose well water tests for forever chemicals at 70 parts trillion. But with the EPA setting a new enforceable limit of just 4 parts per trillion, and our Emily Goodell tells us it's unclear how that might affect the installations moving forward.
So far, they've installed 22 point-of-entry treatment systems. Another 12 are in progress, and a total of 60 are on the list. Army officials say there's also currently at least 52 homes that have tested between 4 and 70 parts per trillion that could potentially qualify for the program. That number could rise or fall depending on additional testing. However, Army officials say they don't know yet how the new EPA limits may impact qualifications for free POET system installations.
That's an Army policy, and that we're just waiting on any direction from the Army policy on that.
Coming up at 6, we'll hear from one East Sela resident about how impactful these POET systems can be. Reporting from the Yakima newsroom, Emily Goodell, Apple Valley News Now.
Thank you, Emily. And now to some stories on people making a difference in our communities. Zilla Community Days is this weekend, and to kick it all off, people can join in the 5K for the fallen. The event is free, and it's an opportunity to honor a soldier who served. If you would like to sign up ahead of time for the 5K, you can stop by City Hall and get your bib, and you can also sign up online at the city's website. And if you want to participate but don't have a name to honor, you'll receive a brief story and a name of one of 65,000 fallen service members. And crews in Richland are getting ready to shut down part of George Washington Way for the Cancer Crushing Challenge. The challenge is a 5K and 10K, and the event will be this Saturday starting at 8 in the morning at the Howard Amon Park in Richland. To participate, you do have to pay $35 for adults and $25 for students. All the money will go directly to the Catholic Cancer Center.
We're so excited about the Cancer Crushing Challenge this Saturday. We're just welcoming all community to come and join us, from children to adults, and I know that our most seasoned participant right now is 82 years old. So come out on Saturday, it'll be a lot of fun.
And if you're looking to join in the Cancer Crushing Challenge, there is still time to register. You can register until the morning of the event. And with Mother's Day this coming weekend, it's the perfect time for a plant sale. Organizers were out and about yesterday at Highlands Grange Park in Kennewick, setting things up. This will be the 31st annual Master Gardener Plant Sale. There will be a large selection of plants, veggies, fruits, garden art, and other outdoorsy type stuff. A Master Gardener will also be on hand to answer any and all questions about gardening.
Because the weather is great, number one, you can just about grow anything here, right? And I think there's a lot of people that are passionate about sustainability and taking care of the environment. And so there's a lot of people out there that love to garden. And it's growing every year because of the sustainability issues, the environment.
Admission is free. The plant sale will be from 9 a.m. till 4 p.m. on Friday. And on Saturday, the hours will be from 10 a.m. until 2 p.m. And again, this is in Kennewick at Highlands Grange Park and at the roller rink. And the Walla Walla Balloon Stampede is underway right now. So hot air balloons will take to the sky this morning around 6 o'clock to 7. Our very own Riley Fitzgerald is in Walla Walla this morning, and she usually goes up in the basket for these kinds of events. But this year, Riley's going to bring us a different story. So there's hundreds of people helping out at the Walla Walla Balloon Stampede, from the ground crew to the balloon chasers and more. And Riley is going to be tagging along on the ground to bring us the volunteer perspective. And she'll have a sneak peek tonight on Apple Valley News Now at 6, and the whole story for us on Monday morning. And once again, in Walla Walla, balloons are going up pretty soon. Looks like they're setting up nicely, and you can take some photos and send them to us. Oh, you could see some people. Yeah, there we go. Lots of volunteers helping out. Those balloons are beautiful. I personally have never been on a balloon myself, and that is on my bucket list. So hopefully one day, maybe this weekend. Well, straight ahead on Good Morning Northwest, researchers reveal more on the bird flu situation with milk, what they found and what they warn it could lead to, that it could lead to another pandemic. That is next.
Things you'll hear on Jeopardy Masters this season.
Who is Aquinas?
What is cuneiform?
What's potty training?
6 all-time greats, 1 incredible tournament.
I'm the final boss. This is what I do.
Jeopardy Masters primetime event continues tonight on ABC.
A lot is changing in our community right now. New roads, new schools, and new opportunities. We're growing, and that means there are more cars on our streets than ever before. That's why we're expanding our facilities and services. So no matter what roads lie ahead, you'll always find your way home.
Find your way home in a new 2024 Chevy Silverado with financing as low as 1.9% from McCurley Chevrolet.
Your best days of the year start here at Kubota Orange Days. It's the year's biggest selection of Kubota tractors, zero-turn mowers, and utility vehicles, including the #1 selling compact tractor in the USA. Plus, get 0 down and 0% APR for 84 months or up to $2,800 off select Kubota tractors. Orange goes all day. Sales ending soon. Visit your local dealer today.
Find a Kubota dealer near you at gokubota.com.
Tonight, a minister charged with murder.
Your husband is being accused of murdering 2 white teenage girls.
Both of them were shot, execution style.
Maybe you were living with somebody you just didn't know.
The new 2020 tonight on ABC.
Celebrate Mother's Day with Live's I Love Mom show with Jennifer Lopez and Mariska Hargitay. Plus, Live hits the streets for a special Mother's Day tribute.
Today at 9 on Apple Valley News Now.
You work hard for your money, and now you can get money back on state taxes you already paid with the Washington State Working Families Tax Credit. Visit workingfamiliescredit.wa.gov.
Save now with Bymart's latest savings book. There's 16 pages of store-wide savings. Pick up a copy in-store today. Perfect for Mother's Day. Save $5 on 10-inch flowering baskets. All Montana Silversmith jewelry is 25% off. Plus, save $50 on a Next Grill 12-inch stainless steel pizza oven. Find these savings and more in our latest savings book at Bymart, your Northwest employee-owned membership store.
Looking for a bladder leak pad that keeps you dry?
All of the things that you're looking for in a pad, that is always discreet.
Look at how it absorbs all the liquid.
Oh my gosh, and locking it right on in. And look at that, totally absorbed.
I gotta get some Always Discreet.
Bother the bugs. Not your family. Zevo is made with essential oils which attack bugs' biological systems. It wipes cleanly, plus is safe for use around people and pets. Zevo, people friendly, bug deadly.
This newscast sponsored by Nissan.
Welcome back. In your health headlines this morning, the H5N1 influenza virus, also known as bird flu, has rocked the dairy industry recently, and now public health officials around the world are on alert. Researchers at this time say they don't know how the cows were infected. They say cows have the same receptors for flu viruses as humans and birds, and scientists fear cows could be mixing bowls, hosts that help the virus learn to better spread between people. While it is a rare event, experts say that could put us on the path to another pandemic. And the FDA is working to fight a disease you don't hear much about in the U.S., and that's malaria. The issue is due to more people traveling and the planet warming up, helping the disease find its way into the blood supply. That's why the FDA is considering requiring a new test to detect the parasites in donated blood. The agency is considering whether to test all donors or only ones who have risk factors for malaria. It's still weighing the best strategies to keep the blood supply free of the disease without being too restrictive on who can donate. Coming up next on Good Morning Northwest, the Northern Lights could make for a nice presentation in the sky this weekend. Tiffany has more on that in her first alert full weather forecast. Don't go anywhere. We will be right back.
It's Ford SUV season. Time to get out there and take on adventure in a whole new way. Let's get going. Get 0 for 72 and $3,000 cash on an Escape or $3,000 on a Mustang Mach-E. Only at your local Ford dealer.
Everyone deserves the fastest, most reliable internet speeds, regardless of where they live. That's why Spectrum offers the fastest speeds in more neighborhoods than any other provider.
Switch to Spectrum Internet for only $49.99 a month. Call 1-833-376-4999.
With Spectrum Internet, you can power all of your devices to enjoy streaming, video chatting, and gaming. I rely on Spectrum Internet. You should too. Call now.
Wow, you really made our dreams come true.
Life's better when you're under our roof. Because when you feel totally protected, you can enjoy the dreams you've worked so hard to achieve.
Guess that's what American Family Insurance is for. He's the wise twin.
Save up to 23% when you bundle home and auto with American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
We want to present a $1,000 check to you for all your hard work that you've been doing. Paul Roberts has been volunteering with Tri-County Partners Habitat for Humanity for about 30 years.
I was watching them on this old house, and they had a little segment on there, and that's what attracted me to it.
Roberts has spent every Saturday swinging his hammer, helping build homes for about 3 decades.
STCU honors volunteers in our community. To nominate someone, click on Volunteers Count at AppleValleyNewsNow.com.
For 600 different cigars and 125 pipe tobaccos, it's The Educated Cigar. For every cigar rated 96 and higher by Cigar Aficionado, it's The Educated Cigar. For 200 accessories, including dozens of humidors and fine pipes, it's The Educated Cigar. At The Educated Cigar, you can enjoy your favorite adult beverage and food from the on-site bar and restaurant while smoking and viewing the big game. Family owned and operated since 1998, open 7 days a week.
Are you waking up in the morning with a sore jaw, headaches, maybe even ringing in your ears, all because you're grinding and clenching your teeth at night? That's exactly what was going on with me. That's when I found this, the Brux Night Guard. Now, the Brux Night Guard redirects the bite force away from the back teeth, reducing jaw pain while still protecting the teeth. This unique design is what makes Brux Night Guard different from all other traditional grind guards. Go to BruxNightGuard.com and order yours today.
It's Ford SUV season. Time to get out there and take on adventure in a whole new way. Let's get going. Get 0 for 72 and $3,000 cash on an Escape or $3,000 on a Mustang Mach-E. Only at your local Ford dealer.
Operation Best Friend on Good Morning Northwest, sponsored by Windermere Group 1.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Tiffany Savona.
Good morning and welcome back. We're starting off with a mainly clear sky early on this Friday morning, similar to what we saw yesterday morning, and we will see plenty of sunshine today when that sun rises just before 5:30. It's not quite as chilly as it was yesterday morning. Temperatures are running anywhere from 2 to about 12 degrees warmer than they were at this time yesterday. So our temperatures at least going in the right direction, but I think you'll still need that light jacket with these numbers in the 40s and 50s. It's 47 in Tri-Cities, 52 in Walla Walla, 50 degrees in Dayton, 50 in Pendleton, and 45 degrees in Yakima, 40 in Ellensburg. So here is the weather setup as we go into the weekend. Today, our warm-up continues as our area of high pressure in the upper levels of the atmosphere continues to strengthen across the Pacific Northwest. Tomorrow will be the hottest day out of the next 7 with that area of high pressure directly overhead. And then as we take you into Sunday, notice how that high starts to shift a little bit farther south, and we'll start to see our next storm system move in with that dip in the jet stream. So it looks like we're going to stay dry, but it will bring us some slightly cooler weather as we head into early next week. But we're still going to be above average for this time of year. So it's going to feel more like summer again today. Highs around 88 degrees in Tri-Cities, 84 in Prosser and Connell, 82 in Walla Walla, 86 in Hermiston, and 86 degrees in Yakima. With a clear sky overnight, there's a good opportunity to spot the ISS or the International Space Station. If you're going to be up around 10:30 tonight, take a peek outside. The pass will last 7 minutes, starting at 10:19 to be exact. It'll travel the maximum height 75 degrees above the horizon. So if 90 degrees is straight up, that's pretty high in the sky. It'll travel from the southwestern sky to the east-northeast sky. So be on the lookout for that tonight. Overnight into tomorrow morning, we drop into the upper 40s, lower 50s. So with our high temperatures climbing, our low temperatures will be climbing through the weekend as well. Look at these highs tomorrow, feeling like the middle of summer. 92 in the Tri-Cities, 90 degrees in Yakima, mid to upper 80s along the foothills of the Blues. And we typically see our first 90-degree day during the month of May in many spots. How's Mother's Day looking? Because the countdown is on. If you're taking mom out to eat, if you're taking her out to breakfast, that's probably when it's going to be the most comfortable, I would say. Temperatures in the 60s, brunch probably in the 70s. Lunchtime, temperatures in the 80s. The wind will pick up a little bit. And dinner time, 90 degrees. So you may want to opt for a reservation indoors. And with this early season heat, here's some heat safety tips in case you forgot. I know it's been a while. You need to wear that sunscreen and reapply every 2 hours. Stay hydrated, of course. And remember, with the snow melting along the higher elevations, the rivers are going to be flowing very fast. The water is going to be very cold. So stay out of the rivers and watch the young children and the elderly when it gets this hot. Your 7-day forecast showing that we'll keep it in the 90s in the Tri-Cities for Mother's Day, and then temperatures fall into the low and middle 80s. So a little bit of a cool down, not much, but still above our average of 75. 86 today in Yakima, 90 tomorrow, 89 on Mother's Day. And we drop it into the upper 70s, a little bit more comfortable as we head into next week. 82 Walla Walla, 87 tomorrow, 86 degrees on Sunday. So good weather for any outdoor activities. Just make sure you stay hydrated and watch the young kiddos. 86 today in Hermiston, 90 tomorrow, and 88 degrees on Mother's Day. Jessica?
Thank you, Tiffany. And we're talking more weather. A severe solar storm could trigger the northern lights as far south as Alabama. The Space Weather Prediction Center says at least 5 coronal mass ejections have been directed toward Earth. These explosions of plasma and magnetic fields from the sun's corona create the storm. If strong enough, the storms could impact infrastructure, potentially disrupting communications, the electric power grid, navigation, radio, and satellite operations. And Tiffany, I know you were talking about the northern lights potentially, that we could be seeing them. Can you tell us more about that? Where exactly?
Yeah, I have a map behind me. I'm going to switch my graphics for you. And I just want to let you know that this is the first severe geomagnetic storm watch since January of 2005. So it's a pretty unusual event, high solar activity. And here's the aurora forecast. You can see this line. That's the farthest south it may be visible. And that runs into portions of Oregon, also through the Central Plains and the Mid-Atlantic. But it becomes more likely as you get into northern Washington, northern Idaho, and northern Montana. So this is for tomorrow night. It may be visible slightly tonight, but the better opportunity to try to view the northern lights will be tomorrow night, and it'll be about an hour or two before midnight, an hour or two after midnight. And it looks like the weather will cooperate. It looks like the sky will be clear. So a great opportunity to try to check out this geomagnetic storm producing the northern lights or the aurora borealis.
How exciting. I've never seen it. So hopefully I'll be able to see it this weekend.
Either.
Oh, you haven't? Oh my gosh, we need to try to find it. We got to find a spot.
No, bucket list item for me. So
Yes.
yeah, try to get away from those city lights too. So it'll be easier to see.
Of course. Well, thank you, Tiffany. And in political news now, if you have plans to fly through the Seattle airport this weekend, prepare yourself for delays. President Biden is making a visit to the area. The FAA says restricted airspace will be in effect at SeaTac starting 5:15 p.m. Friday to 2:45 p.m. Saturday. All traffic will be stopped on runways until Air Force One arrives and is parked. Security protocols require the airport to stop all air traffic at least 30 minutes before the arrival of the president's plane. And when we return, it's the movie prequel we've been waiting for. Up next is a sneak peek of A Quiet Place Day 1. That and more in your Hollywood headlines coming up.
You're gonna need a new bumper. Did you say burger? Guac, cheese, Santa Fe burger sauce, burger, jalapeno pepper, cheese, burger, spicy cheese, bacon. Guac, cheese, bacon.
Need burger! Get burger.
Oh, the puppies are loose.
Need to get home in a hurry? Time for sport mode. Party's over, boys.
Drive the Nissan Sentra. Now get 3.9% APR financing for 36 months or get a low $269 per month lease on Sentra.
Welcome to Beaver Valley Lodge, your rustic lodging and event venue in the beautiful Leavenworth, Washington. Experience the great outdoors and enjoy the beauty of the mountains as you stay with us on our 50 acres in the Cascade Foothills. Whether you're joining us for a wedding, retreat, vacation, or family reunion, we're here to make your stay unforgettable. We make it our goal for you to come as a guest, but leave as a friend. Book your stay today at beavervalleylodge.com.
No matter what roads lead you home, McCurley Mazda is about to make your journey even better. Whether it's cruising riverside highways, winding vineyard trails, or anywhere else your travels take you, now is the perfect time to upgrade your way home. Visit McCurley in the Pasco Autoplex today for this special offer.
Find your way home in a new 2024 Mazda CX-5 with 0% financing up to 60 months from McCurley Mazda.
Hey, Dad, look.
Us.
This is the magma chamber.
This isn't us, is it? When did we get so connected to our devices and so disconnected from each other?
She's not answering.
What?
And when our phones have turned us into this,
LT?
what do you do when you're a company that sells them?
We gotta fix this.
It's time to find what we're missing. Join us in taking a break from our devices. Take the phones down for 5 challenge for 5 days, 5 hours, or even just 5 minutes.
Feels good.
And let's find us again. US Cellular. Built for us.
Right now, save big at Meredith Furniture. Buy one recliner and get the second one free. With recliners on sale as low as $5.99 and the second one free. Choose from many different styles and colors. Come into the store for more details. Prices like this won't last forever. Relax in comfort with not just one, but 2 recliners. That's right. You don't want to miss this buy one, get one free event at Meredith Furniture while supplies last. Meredith Furniture on South First in Washington, right next to Hobby Lobby.
The El Diablo Burger is back at Carl's Jr. Habanero, jalapeno poppers, bacon. Give in to your devilish desires.
You don't have to tell me twice.
I figured El Diablo is back for eternity. Only at Carl's Jr.
Need burger! Get burger.
Operation Best Friend on Good Morning Northwest, sponsored by Windermere Group 1.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. So with how hot it's going to be outside this weekend, you may want to stay cool inside and check out a new movie or maybe have a quiet place marathon. Rick Damagella has a new look at one of the summer's biggest blockbusters. Also, the Lord of the Rings universe continues.
The dawn of The Quiet Place. We have a new look at the upcoming prequel, A Quiet Place Day One, which sees Lupita Nyong'o trying to escape from New York and the clutches of super-hearing aliens. Fans will find out if she learns that silence is golden when the thriller arrives June 28th.
Come, Rasta. Come to speak.
The Lord of the Rings is back. Warner Brothers is set to release the first in a new batch of films based on J.R.R. Tolkien's books, this time focused on Andy Serkis's Gollum. Serkis will serve as director of the new movie, with Peter Jackson returning as producer.
I believe that I was chosen by God to get the king to change his will.
King Henry VIII's sixth wife competes for survival. Alicia Vikander plays Catherine Parr alongside Jude Law's ruler in Firebrand. This is your first look at the historical drama, which sees the Queen trying to avoid the same fate as her predecessors. In Hollywood, I'm Rick Damagella.
And Firebrand is set to be released on June 14th. And coming up on Good Morning Northwest, new housing in Pasco. But is it available or is there a wait list? More on that coming up. And the Washington Attorney General is investigating a local Catholic priest. Details on that coming up as well.
In
in today's Tech Bites, TikTok is beefing up its control over content. The social media company is adding a feature allowing it to automatically label AI-generated content created on other platforms. That's something it already does for its own material. Apple and Microsoft will launch an Xbox mobile gaming store in July, meant to be an alternative to Apple and Google app stores. The store will focus on mobile games from Microsoft, various studios, including Call of Duty, Candy Crush Saga, and others, before expanding in the future. Microsoft usually excels with products. That's not just my outlook. You have their word. Those are your Tech Bites.
I'm a guy who lost a bet and my dignity. As if watching my team lose wasn't punishment enough. What are you looking at, huh? What are you? It's a 1-speed. And if you have cut rate car insurance, odds are you'll be paying for that yourself. So get Allstate and be better protected from mayhem, like me. Hey, I'm walking here.
Wow, that's good.
Almond Breeze? You like the Almond Breeze I got you. That's so interesting.
What's happening, Dad?
With delicious taste and 50% more calcium. Blue Diamond Almond Breeze. Don't just milk it, almond milk it.
How you start your day defines the rest of it. Start it with Philips Sonicare, with expertise and with the total confidence that you've done everything for your health. So you know you will always get it right. Philips.
Right now on Good Morning Northwest, a local diocese is under investigation by the Washington Attorney General's office. Details coming up. And a new housing complex is in Pasco, but is it available and can you afford it? Why you may be surprised. Plus, meteorologist Tiffany Savona has your full forecast. This is a view of the Walla Walla Balloon Stampede. Riley is there right now. Look at that balloon go. We'll have more coming up. Good Morning Northwest starts right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good morning, Northwest, on your side.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining us for Good Morning Northwest. I'm Jessica Dalal. The time is 5:31 on Friday, May 10th. Let's check in now on your forecast with meteorologist Tiffany Savona. Tiffany, what are we seeing outside? I know it's not as cold as it was yesterday this time.
No, and we do have great weather for the event in Walla Walla.
You're thinking about the balloon stampede.
It's Friday, right?
It's so Friday.
I am thinking about it. That was an awesome view there, and we're going to hear from Riley coming up in a little bit. But great weather for this Friday. We have great weather heading into the weekend. That is if you like the heat. So we're taking a live look right now out of our studio camera in Kennewick, and we do have a clear sky out there. Sun now just above the horizon. And our temperatures are in the 40s and 50s, so it's not too terribly cold out, but it's still jacket weather out there, sweatshirt weather in the morning. 52 in Walla Walla right now, 47 in Tri-Cities, 51 at Hanford, 49 Connell, and 45 degrees in Yakima. Winds are fairly light. They're variable right now, anywhere between 2 and about 9 miles per hour, and they'll stay on the light side during the day today. So as you're heading off to work on this Friday, getting ready for the weekend, you'll need the jacket this morning, but you won't need any sort of jacket this evening. You can roll the windows down, or you may even need the AC, with temperatures topping out around 88 degrees. Now, it gets even hotter this weekend. We'll talk about when we'll see 90s, and we'll have that Mother's Day forecast for you coming up in a bit. Jessica.
Thank you, Tiffany. And we begin with developing news. Washington Attorney General Bob Ferguson is taking legal action against the Catholic Church in Seattle, accusing the Archdiocese of refusing to cooperate with his investigation into whether the Catholic Church in Washington used charitable donations to cover up accusations of child sex abuse. Ferguson says typically his office would not publicize the investigation at this stage, but he says the Seattle Archdiocese forced a different approach.
The Archdiocese has, unfortunately, refused to cooperate with our investigation, has refused to provide any of the information to us that we're requesting that's not already been made public. So as a result, we're going to court today to ask a judge to compel the Archdiocese to turn over those documents.
Ferguson says his office also sent subpoenas to the Yakima and Spokane diocese last summer, and he's prepared to take them to court as well if they don't cooperate. The Diocese of Yakima responded saying that it's willing to work with the Attorney General's office, but adding the subpoena is not authorized by any statute and it runs afoul of the guarantees of the First Amendment. The diocese says, quote, "We cannot publicize everything in our records to respect the privacy and confidentiality rights of, among others, both victims and falsely accused clergy." And we're talking about temperatures rising now, but water temperatures will still be dangerously cold for weeks to come. Last night, a middle school-aged child died after jumping into the Spokane River, along with several others. Witnesses saw it happen, but rescuers weren't able to get there in time.
I said, somebody needs to get in. There he is, there he is, there he is. He was going up and down, up and down. All of a sudden, he went under, and we never saw him come back up.
And when you get this cold of water, it can take over. It can essentially kind of freeze your muscles. You can panic, that it's hard to breathe.
First responders say by the time they got to the child, they'd been underwater for nearly an hour and did not survive. And we're telling you this so that you remember to not go into the water. It is still cold. And we're talking local growth and development now, coming to Pasco. ProMade Homes held a ribbon cutting for their latest townhome development. Construction is already underway at the planned community. A broker for ProMade Homes tells us this project will be more than townhouses.
To provide great housing opportunity throughout the Tri-Cities, especially here in this community. It's something that's unique to our community, with having it be a planned community and having dog parks, extra amenities like a community pool and clubhouse, walking paths, and great proximity to freeway access and other shopping facilities nearby.
They're hoping to have people start moving in before the end of this year. And the city of Yakima has finally broken ground on the new aquatic center in East Yakima, but they're still about $500,000 short of the money they need to fund the more than $11 million project. The Yakima Valley Community Foundation is accepting donations for that project and has collected everything from big contributions to jars full of pennies brought in by children, but they're also bringing in donations to keep arts alive, support Native women in action, and improve local parks. Their latest fund to provide new shoes to children in the Yakima Valley before the next school year.
People can actually drop new new shoes for children, any size kind of mode, at a variety of locations, and that's a fun when we said, yeah, we can do that, sure.
You can see a full list of the funds they're collecting donations for at yakimavalleycf.org. And coming up next on Good Morning Northwest, say it isn't so. The maker of a popular brand of sriracha says he's stopping production temporarily. Why it's happening and how long it'll last. Your business headlines are next.
Why do you Goodwill? Well, there are countless reasons.
Goodwill makes it easy to support my ongoing creative projects at home with their affordable items.
To be environmentally friendly through upcycling, reusing, and recycling.
For the chance to uncover brand new items at unbelievable prices.
Goodwill means being economical with my money.
With hundreds of reasons to shop at Goodwill, you can feel great about knowing 95.7 cents of every dollar you spend helps your community. Goodwill. Donate, shop, impact locally.
This morning, it's GMA's biggest ever breakfast in bed Mother's Day surprise.
So, whose door will we be knocking on this Friday morning?
Yeah, we'll be somewhere in America, but where? Where?
Okay, guys, this is going to be the mother of all surprises.
Make your first move with battery power made by Steel. Right now, save $50 on select Steel battery trimmers. Real Steel. Find yours.
Bad sleep?
The worst.
There's really no excuse for bad sleep during the Memorial Day Super Sale at Denver Mattress. Right now, the more you buy, the more you save. Get $100 off every $1,000 you spend and watch the savings stack up. Or check out the Summit Easy on the Wallet for only $299.99. Save up to $200 on our Doctor's Choice lineup, plus 6 years no interest and free shipping. The Memorial Day Super Sale, on now at Denver Mattress.
Oh my gosh, wow. Who am I?
Wow, is that really me?
Hi, I'm Jonathan Greenhut, the CEO of Plexiderm. All it takes is 10 minutes to reduce the appearance of under eye bags, wrinkles, and crow's feet. The instant results are from naturally based silicates found in shell clay. Once applied, your skin tightens and firms. Take action with our Plexiderm 10-minute challenge. Try it today for only $14.95, plus get free shipping. Visit plexidermtrial.com or call the number on your screen.
First Alert Weather is our promise, our commitment to you, to keep you and your family safe, and to let you know about the little things like a small shower or wind that can change your plans.
No matter where you live in our part of the Northwest, count on Stacy Lee and First Alert Weather.
Trust Apple Valley News Now First Alert Weather to give you plenty of warning of what's headed our way, because we don't want any weather surprises.
First Alert Weather from Apple Valley News Now.
And we're always on your side.
Celebrate Mother's Day with Live's I Love Mom show with Jennifer Lopez and Mariska Hargitay. Plus, Live hits the streets for a special Mother's Day tribute.
Today at 9 on Apple Valley News Now.
This newscast sponsored by Washington State Department of Revenue's Working Families Tax Credit.
Welcome back. In your business headlines this morning, we may see another sriracha shortage in the near future. California-based Hui Fong Foods says it'll not produce any more of the popular hot sauce until after Labor Day. The company says the red jalapeno peppers the sauce needs are too green, affecting the color of the sriracha. The company's red winter jalapeno peppers are grown in Mexico, where there's currently a severe drought. And TikTok has now started adding labels to artificial intelligence content uploaded from other platforms. In order to label the content, TikTok will use content credentials technology to attach metadata that'll let users know it's AI generated. And this update is part of the social media app's broader push to fight against AI-driven misinformation. And for the past 26 years, budget-minded health seekers could work out at Planet Fitness for $10 a month. It's the largest gym chain in the U.S., and they're hiking that rate by 50% to $15 a month. $10 a month has been central to the gym's brand for more than 2 decades, and the cheap price has been successful at drawing in new members. It's also kept people paying even if they don't visit the gym frequently. One thing that's not changing is the Planet Fitness Black Club membership, and that's a $25 tier that lets members visit any club. Amazon Prime Video now has a new way to make viewers watch commercials. Just recently, Prime Video began showing ads to viewers in its lowest cost tier, and now it's going to start showing ads when you hit pause. So pause ads are part of a new suite of interactive ad formats. The company also introduced shoppable carousel ads and brand trivia ads. With the trivia ads, advertisers give factoids about their brand while viewers shop on Amazon. And viewers can avoid commercials entirely by paying an additional $3 a month. Up next on Good Morning Northwest, meteorologist Tiffany Savona has your full forecast. But first, baby, baby, baby. You remember that song? Well, that's right. Justin Bieber is going to be a dad. Your trending news is up next.
Find a Kubota dealer near you at gokubota.com.
This Memorial Day at Furniture Row, we're prepping for savings so big, they're backing them in by the truckload. Save $100 on every $1,000 you spend. Check out doorbusters while they last. Plus 6 years, no interest. The Memorial Day Super Sale, on now at Furniture Row.
McCurley Certified Pre-Owned means that your vehicle meets a higher standard, because it's the right thing to do. I mean, yeah, it's the right thing to do.
The vehicle we sell is a representation of us. And if we don't do everything we can to make sure it's a great product at a great value, then we don't want you driving the car.
You know, we can't make a pre-owned car brand new, but we do everything we can to make that vehicle right to be able to be sold to this community.
If your family is anything like this, you need quality floors from Empire today. Like durable carpet with built-in stain and pet protection. Tough wood laminate with a scratch-resistant finish. Or waterproof vinyl plank floors. Even bath time is no match. And when life happens, Empire backs every floor with great warranties. Quality floors you can count on.
Save $350 on your next project. Call this special number now.
1-844-254-8536.
Bath fitter does showers? That's right.
We offer a wide selection of beautiful and functional showers in all shapes and sizes. We can even convert your bath into a shower. How about that? With our seamless one-piece walls and hundreds of design options, you'll get a beautiful new shower to fit your needs, guaranteed for life. Bathfitter's been around for 40 years, and we've been experts at showers for just as long. Get yours today. Bathfitter, it just fits. Go to bathfitter.com to book your free consultation.
We want to present a $1,000 check to you for all your hard work that you've been doing. Paul Roberts has been volunteering with Tri-County Partners Habitat for Humanity for about 30 years.
I was watching them on this old house, and they had a little segment on there, and that's what attracted me to it.
Roberts has spent every Saturday swinging his hammer, helping build homes for about 3 decades.
STCU honors volunteers in our community. To nominate someone, click on Volunteers Count at AppleValleyNewsNow.com.
First Alert Weather is our promise, our commitment to you, to keep you and your family safe, and to let you know about the little things like a small shower or wind that can change your plans.
No matter where you live in our part of the Northwest, count on Stacy Lee and First Alert Weather.
Trust Apple Valley News Now First Alert Weather to give you plenty of warning of what's headed our way, because we don't want any weather surprises.
First Alert Weather from Apple Valley News Now.
And we're always on your side.
It's the Memorial Day Super Sale at Denver Mattress. Right now, save $100 on every $1,000 you spend. Or check out the Summit for only $299.99, plus 6 years no interest and free shipping. The Memorial Day Super Sale on now at Denver Mattress.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Tiffany Savona.
Good morning and happy Friday, everyone. If you were with us yesterday, I showed you this graphic because it's so impressive. What a difference we're going to see in just a week's time. Remember last weekend when we saw record rainfall? Temperatures were kept down into the 50s and 60s. Well, this weekend, totally different story. We're talking about highs in the 80s and 90s with plenty of sunshine. So feeling more like summer this upcoming weekend. So maybe a little bit of a shock to the system with temperatures that high this early. So as we take a live look out of our studio camera in Kennewick, we do have wall-to-wall sunshine out there, and that's the way it'll be throughout the day today. Temperatures are still on the cooler side, not quite as chilly as yesterday morning. Temperatures around 47 in Tri-Cities, 52 in Walla Walla, 48 degrees in Prosser. We're talking about 48 in Hermiston, 50 in Pendleton, 45 in Yakima, and a little bit cooler in Ellensburg, coming in at 40 degrees, but no 30s on the map this morning. That is a very nice change. So let's take a look at the weather pattern, because this area of high pressure is going to be the reason we're warming things up. So our warm up continues today as that high continues to strengthen and move closer to us. Tomorrow will be the hottest day of the week with that high directly overhead. And then notice that area of high pressure starts to shift a little bit farther south and east. We're still hot under the influence of the high on Sunday, but we may see a few more clouds roll in. You can see that dip in the jet stream indicating that our next storm system will be moving in as we head into early next week. It's not going to bring us any rain, but it will bring some slightly cooler air as temperatures drop a few degrees. So today, sunny, warmer than yesterday. Highs around 88 in Tri-Cities, 82 in Walla Walla, 86 in Hermiston, 85 in Toppenish, and 86 degrees in Yakima. With a clear sky tonight, should provide a great opportunity if you want to try to spot the ISS. The time to step outside will be 10:19, and the pass is going to last 7 minutes. That's a long time. Maximum height in the sky, or above the horizon, I should say, 75 degrees. That's almost straight up in the sky, and it'll travel from the southwest sky over to the east-northeast sky. Temperatures will be dropping into the upper 40s, lower 50s by tomorrow morning. So a cool start, but at least our temperatures will be going up in the mornings as those afternoon temperatures go up as well. And tomorrow, highs around 92 degrees. This is not record-breaking. Record high tomorrow in the Tri-Cities is 97, but we're going to be closer to that record than the average of 75, right? 90 in Prosser tomorrow, 90 in Yakima, and a little bit hotter along the foothills of the Blues, but we'll keep it in the mid to upper 80s. Mother's Day forecast is shaping up to look hot, so you may want to take mom out for an iced coffee in the morning or even some ice cream later on in the day if you're going to spend any time outside. Tri-Cities, 90 degrees for your high, 89 rather in Yakima, and 86 degrees in Walla Walla. So really anywhere you go, it's going to be hot. So here's some early season heat safety tips. You want to wear that sunscreen. The UV index is going to be very high this weekend. Make sure to reapply every 2 hours and use an SPF of at least 30, if not higher. You want to stay hydrated out there, drink plenty of water, and avoid letting the kids go in the river to cool off, because those rivers are flowing very fast due to the snow melt, and the water temperatures are very cold. So like we saw a little bit earlier in the newscast, your body can freeze up very quickly. So watch the young kids and pay attention to the elderly as well, with temperatures soaring into the 90s. So hopefully your AC is working. It's going to get a workout this weekend. And then this early next week, I should say, temperatures drop a little bit, but we're still well above average, low middle 80s. Yakima 86 today, 90 tomorrow, 89 on Mother's Day. And then we drop it into the upper 70s next week, a little bit more comfortable. 82 today in Walla Walla. We'll keep it out of the 90s in the mid to upper 80s this weekend. Back in the 70s next week. 86 today, Hermiston, 90 tomorrow, and 88 on Mother's Day. Jessica?
Thank you, Tiffany. In your entertainment news now, you remember Justin Bieber's song Baby? Well, he's got one on the way. That's right, Justin Bieber is going to be a father. He and his wife Haley announced on Instagram Thursday they're expecting their first child. They say Haley is a little more than 6 months along, and they've been married for 6 years, and the Biebs is 30 years old, he's my age, and Haley is 27. Congrats to them, big fan. In a trending story now, a new Apple ad is sparking backlash from some viewers who say it's setting the wrong tone. In another post you'll see trending on social media, it's a case of don't let the man get you down. A California man who was told by the city of Seaside he would need to put up a fence to hide his boat from public view did just that, but he may have gotten the last laugh because he had an artist friend paint a realistic picture of his boat on the 6-foot-tall fence. So instead of seeing a boat in the man's yard, you now see a mural of the boat on the fence in the man's yard. So far, the city has not responded to the fence mural, and the artist, Hanif Pani, says other homeowners who got similar letters have already reached out to have murals painted at their homes. And that is the kind of petty that I love to see. So funny. Well, when we return on Good Morning Northwest, everybody into the pool. So that includes our furry nature friends, the bears. We take a look at this weird-like reversal of Goldilocks, and that is when we come back.
Dishwasher on the fritz, laundry giving you fits, a water heater that quits. In a world without Culligan, hard water makes life harder. Get a Culligan softener, the world's best. Put your water worries to rest.
E.T.'s Irwin family exclusive.
What is a fun memory with your dad?
Bindi with brother Robert and mom Terry, plus her Mother's Day plans with 3-year-old daughter Grace.
Next, E.T.
Tonight at 7 on Apple Valley News Now.
Summer's here, and with a new Toyota, you can start it with a splash. Hi. With a play date at a park. Or at a party with friends. Or at an epic water balloon fight. Gotcha!
Right now, you can lease a new 2024 Camry for just $329 a month. See your local Toyota dealer or visit Toyota.com to learn more.
Your summer starts here.
Toyota, let's go places.
At Bruce Heating and Air, your comfort is our business. With over 30 years of professional HVAC experience for residential and commercial properties, you can rest assured your heating and air system is in good hands. In addition to providing quality heating, air conditioning, ventilation, and installation services, Bruce Heating and Air also houses a full-service sheet metal fabrication shop.
Now through June 30th, receive rebates up to $1,950 off on a new Daikin Fit system when you finance through Bruce Heating and Air.
Okay, nature lovers, at US Cellular, you can get an iPhone 15 Pro on us, plus $300 off a new iPad.
It's true. Check out this amazing photo of an Iberian lynx I got.
That's a tabby cat.
And a slaty bristle front.
A pigeon?
And even Bigfoot.
Yeah, so that's Gary?
Oh, yeah, bro. That's me.
Bigfoot does not exist.
And Gary does exist.
Right now at US Cellular, get an iPhone 15 Pro on us, plus $300 off any iPad. US Cellular, built for us.
Visit us at our new urban wine bar in historic downtown Kennewick. Choose from a variety of wines and food from our expanded menu. Enjoy time with friends old and new. After hours with riverfront views from our shaded patio, we are Murray Gaston Wine Bar.
For 600 different cigars and 120 fine pipe tobaccos, it's The Educated Cigar. For every cigar rated 96 and higher by Cigar Aficionado, it's The Educated Cigar. For 200 accessories, including dozens of humidors and fine pipes, it's The Educated Cigar. At The Educated Cigar, you can enjoy your favorite adult beverage and food from the on-site bar and restaurant while smoking and viewing the big game. Family owned and operated since 1998, open 7 days a week.
The White Card, a powerful resource for former Hanford and DOE employees. If you worked in the area and have come down with cancer, lung disease, Parkinson's, or renal failure, you may be eligible for financial compensation and healthcare services. A simple phone call can get the process started. Atomic Home Health. Don't wait. Call today.
World News Tonight with David Muir, twice each day. Apple Valley News Now.
Here's a look at your close-to-home forecast. We're starting off in the 40s and 50s this morning. It's not quite as chilly as it has been. No 30s on the map, at least just yet. We'll have to watch Ellensburg. They're getting close to the upper 30s this morning. And this afternoon, feeling more like summertime here across the Columbia Basin and the Yakima Valley. 86 in Yakima today, 85 in Toppenish, 82 degrees in Ellensburg, and it looks like we should top out at 85. Sunny side into the Columbia Basin we go, 88 degrees in Tri-Cities. The warmest spot today, 86 in Hermiston, 84 Prosser, 86 in Moses Lake, and 84 in Connell. And we're finally in the 80s along the foothills of the Blues after being the cooler spot over the past few days. We were in the 70s yesterday, lower 80s expected from Dayton into Walla Walla, 80 degrees Milton Freewater, and Pendleton. You should top out right around that 80-degree mark. Jessica.
Thank you, Tiffany. And check this out now. A bunch of bears have become regular guests at a California homeowner's pool. They have a particular fondness for destroying the owner's pool floats, and it's all caught on camera. Jeannie Moose reports it's becoming anything but unbearable.
It's a bear pool party in a people pool, but the owners don't bear a grudge.
Definitely the bears swim in the pool 3 to 5 times a week.
A mama bear they call Maddie and her 2 cubs are regular guests these days at the home of Ricky Martinez and Brian Gordon in the foothills of Los Angeles County.
They've killed unicorns, dinosaurs.
Like this inflatable unicorn, but after a young bear dragged it into the pool, well, this is how it ended. The bears have destroyed at least 5 or 6 floaties, not to mention the floating pool lights they've chewed up. They've lifted and licked the fryer, climbed the big tree. Maddie has used it as a back scratcher. When a delivery of patio furniture arrived, a bear tried to open it. When the guys first moved in a year and a half ago, they were a little nervous. But now,
we love living with them.
The humans could feel like they're the ones being observed in a zoo, especially when the bears get right up against the glass.
You can see how long their claws are.
And then stand up like a person. The guests at this pool party have been known to not just play with the chlorinator, but to actually run away with it. To replace the slaughtered unicorns, the guys opted for a bear inflatable. And if the bears eat their own, well, the owners plan to just grin and bear it. Jeannie Moose, CNN.
We'll give him props if he makes it to next week.
New York.
They are acting like such big dogs and puppies, but reminder, they're not. Don't go up to the bears. They're dangerous. And they just need to start paying mortgage and everything will be fine. Well, coming up on Good Morning Northwest, new details this morning on what led to a White Swan High School to go on lockdown.